There were a few charts that were floating around the House floor about a month ago on municipal revenue sharing, which is what my amendments deal with. And I don't know if you saw it, Mr. Speaker, but it stopped a few members over here in our tracks. I think we get lost in the policy minutia when we regurgitate the same talking points that our municipal finance system is broken. So these charts broke that down perfectly and understandably. One chart was, how much more money does your local government have compared to 10 years ago? Out of 50 states, Michigan is the only state in the negative. Communities in our state have actually lost money to provide essential services. Another chart was, how much more money is your state giving your local government? Michigan, again, was dead last, one of only 4 states to provide less money to communities than 10 years ago. And state support in Michigan to municipalities has declined by 57%. The next largest decline was only 14% in Kansas. So what does this translate to? Cities, villages, and townships in Michigan lost over $5.5 billion of that state-shared revenue from 1999 to 2016, and $585 million in 2016 alone. And those figures are from our former House Fiscal Agency director here. That's lost money for local road construction, lost money to fund public safety departments. Those were the 2 priorities for our revenue sharing when I was a local councilman. We must end this culture in Lansing that revenue sharing is a gift. Extra dollars and change in Lansing that we graciously hand out to needy local governments. No, revenue sharing is a promise to the taxpayers in our community that we will return their tax dollars to provide essential local services. We're just now starting to head in the right direction, and my amendment would boost those dollars, the revenue sharing from the state to our communities, by about 5%. Continuing to move in this direction would actually ease the burden on the state in the long term, not having to continue to take over defunded communities and accelerating crises. That's not just my analysis. That's, again, the analysis from our retired House Fiscal Agency director, who recently asked if Flint had been fully funded or even funded at the 2011 levels, would Flint have needed an emergency manager? In fact, of 7 communities that were under emergency management, more than $870 million of state-shared revenue had been stripped in the prior decade. Let's instead catch up to the 49 other states whose communities have enjoyed municipal revenue growth. I ask for support of this amendment so that our cities, villages, and townships and counties can continue to provide the services that our residents rely upon.
Thank you, Representative Moss. The question before the House is on the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.